Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your SuperChats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Happy 4th of July, Asmaniacs. Today, Boy Green will join me as we preview the upcoming New York Jets season. It's the 4th of July. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
The New York Jets.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Brees Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super Chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go. Happy 4th of July, Asmaniacs. It is one of the great holidays we have all year. I hope everyone is enjoying the long weekend. Have a hot dog later, and thanks for spending some time with us here on the channel. I like to do a July 4th show every year. Last year, we had the great, the legendary Green Bean on the show. This year, we're having the legendary, the great Boy Green on the show. What's up, BG?
I love that. Green Bean last year is like me looking 30 years into the future with my beard changing to a different color and hopefully having the same energy and chutzpah. So a beautiful pairing. I don't know if you had that all planned out, Jake, when you did these 4th of July shows, but it's spectacular.
The tradition lives on. I'm bringing on a Jet fan with a tremendous beard.
Yeah. Very nice. I like it. You keep yours clean. You stay in your lane, whatever your lane is. Like you have that clean, tamed, and maned. I respect it.
We got a lot to talk about, Boy Green. Before we get into some big picture stuff with the Jets, I would like to report what Rich Cimini was reporting, because I don't think many outlets will cover this story. Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk. Rich Cimini 2 hours ago, he tweeted, Aaron Rodgers, in conjunction with a civic organization near his native home in Northern California, donated $100,000 to help wildfire evacuees. The Thompson Fire, which started on Tuesday, has burned over 3,500 acres near Oroville and forced about 28,000 people to evacuate, per CBS News. Since we know this will not be reported by most national outlets, Pro Football Talk, Mike Florio, I think I will do my job to spread the word that Aaron Rodgers is not actually the worst human being of all time, Ralph Macchiano, and put out there a story that will not be covered by other media outlets.
Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, because of the good that Aaron Rodgers has done. So, Jake, you're doing your patriotic duty as a New York Jets enthusiast and representative, and all the national radio spots you do. Yeah, you've taken it on as your personal mission in life to make sure you give the proper hubbub there to Rodgers, which is awesome. That's it's unfortunate that that situation is even there to begin with to require help, but that he's doing it. That's so cool, man.
Boomtown wants to know, is Jake sick this morning? Sure is clearing his throat a lot. Boomtown. Hit the like button if you're watching live right now. Happy July 4th, everybody. We're talking with the great Boy Green, who gets us started each and every day on his YouTube channel at 7:30 a.m. to kick off a day of Jet content. As we sit here now, about 3 weeks or so before training camp opens up, BG, how are you feeling about this team? How are you feeling about where the Jets stack up against the teams in their own division and the AFC as a whole?
Maybe it's earlier this week, because I did radio for the final day on Wednesday, and we were playing the Independence Day speech, right before they're going into battle and talking about rallying the troops and having everybody ready. So maybe I'm just fired up for that, or that's just my nature by God's creation. But nonetheless, Super Bowl, baby. That this roster, all these questions people have are crazy, hypothetical nonsense. That is with every team. Well, what if injuries? Well, what if Patrick Mahomes gets hit by a car? Okay, I think the Chiefs Super Bowl odds take a hit. So all these ifs that people say, to be candid with you, I acknowledge them. I say, sure, that's true. But look at this friggin' roster. It's loaded. Aaron Rodgers is pissed. Pissed Aaron Rodgers has always led to both individual success of MVPs and team success of his teams having great glory. And that's no surprise. It's a quarterback-driven league. So I'm fired up. Again, the only real thing that we have was, of course, that Hassan Reddick situation, which, again, I don't think the Jets are going to let that go crazy. They would be crazy themselves with all in everywhere else to allow that situation to sour and create that kind of drama. So I believe that last piece of the puzzle, the final infinity stone, will be addressed, and then this Jets team is headed to the friggin' Super Bowl.
You bring up Reddick, so it's a perfect segue to talk more about it here. How specifically do you think it ultimately gets addressed or stopped? Because I'm with you. I don't think this lingers. If it goes to training camp, I don't think it goes past maybe a day or two into training camp with the new CBA rules. I don't think Reddick's going to basically fork away $50K a day. I don't see that. But ultimately, what's your prediction for how this resolves itself?
While I wouldn't come on and do a show with you and be angry if somehow today an extension is announced for Reddick, that seems to me the least likely of the scenarios. I think what the Jets will do is do some combination of a combo platter. Okay, Hassan Reddick goes to the buffet. A little bit of guarantee some of the money that's not guaranteed, the $14.25 million. Maybe you guarantee half. I don't know. Technically, it's all going to be guaranteed anyway because he's not getting cut by the Jets. But maybe there's a little bit of a guarantee package, and then the piece of meat in front of the treadmill. Hey, pal, if you reach all these incentives, almost maybe Tyron Smith, that's probably too aggressive because he has a massive incentive package, but something of that nature, and make him like 5-sack intervals. 10 sacks is this, 15 sacks is this, 20 sacks is this. And again, if he accomplishes those things, the Jets should happily withdraw that from Woody Johnson's bank account and deliver it on a gold platter to Hassan Reddick. So again, I wouldn't be pissed if they do. Oh, I'd love to see the numbers, I guess, before I say that, but I probably wouldn't be pissed if they gave Reddick a mini 2-year extension, but I just feel like that's the least likely of the scenarios. The most common path is that Reddick the Jets want him motivated to keep chasing it, and they will if they do that little incentive package. And they, of course, want to win football games. And then Reddick can get paid by somebody, whether it's the Jets or somebody else after. So a combo platter. Guarantee some money, give him some incentives for high arching things, not nonsensical things like playing time in that with the trade. I'm talking about like big boy things, 10 sacks, 15 sacks, 20 sacks. Big numbers to me is what really can do. And even if you want to talk to some team success of some playoff wins and stuff, the Giants did that with Saquon Barkley's deal to remedy that situation after the tag. So that's what I'm talking about.
That was an interesting situation, to say the least, with Barkley. And then anyone who watched the first episode of Hard Knocks with the Giants offseason being covered for the first time, you got a lot of insight into how GMs think about the running back spot. So I found that to be interesting as you bring up Saquon Barkley. I'm with you, though. Ultimately, I think we're at a point with Hassan Reddick, too. It almost feels like Jet fans don't realize how good he is now. Like, we're underrating his 100%. Impact. Like, I liked Bryce Huff as much as anyone. The mistake was not signing Bryce Huff before last season started. Once it got to free agency, felt like he was a goner. Okay, so what do? Well, you bring in a better player, at least for next year, than Bryce Huff and Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, I got a comment on the show the other day. We don't need Reddick. We could go without him. I'm like, whoa. I don't know if we're doing a roster ranking show here in the near future of the Jake Asman show, but Hassan Reddick, the moment he stepped on campus for the New York Jets, he was immediately one of the best players on the team.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas.
Damn straight. The banana. I don't understand the people that are saying that about Reddick, that he's this inconsequential piece. If he's here, great. If he's not, no. Especially with the loss of JFM and friggin' Bryce Huff, Hassan Reddick is going to be the straw that stirs the drink on that defensive line, which unlocks everything else. He is, again, immediately one of the best players on the team. So, yeah, more respect is needed. And maybe the first game where he does the same thing to Brock Purdy did in the NFC title game, a couple years ago, where he whacks him pretty good, like, whoa, mama. Yeah, Hassan Reddick, pretty gosh darn good.
Rat Diddy cuts the line, our first super chat here on America's birthday. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And mad jet ups to all the servicemen and women who provide us our freedom. God bless America. Amen, Rat Diddy. Amen. Shout out to everyone who has served. Let's go. The two greatest chants in the history of chants, USA and JETS. Jets.
Undeniable, obviously. Yeah.
Hit the like button if you're tuned in. We're giving you a 4th of July show. It's a tradition on this channel. We love doing it. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in today. If you're on your way to your pool party, your barbecue, or you're just hanging out, shout out to everyone for being a part of it. Nate with a super chat. He cuts the line. Happy 4th, Paul. Appreciate all your morning shows as I'm waking up / getting ready for the day. Keep up the great work. Jet up.
And we got to figure this out, Jake, because there's been enough commentary on both sides. Your people, my people. People are, it's like a wrestling thing. Like, oh, man, they kind of been flirting. We've seen them staring at each other in the middle of the ring, but we're not really sure where it's going. Where does the storyline turn? I've heard people asking, begging the universe for a weekly show between the two. So I don't know. Again, the numbers, the contracts. I'm not saying I'm going to hold out, but just something's got to be figured out there. Yeah.
You know, it does feel like there is growing momentum for a deal to be struck. Maybe not quite the Hassan Reddick level deal that's coming between him and the Jets, but a deal nonetheless between the Jake Asman channel and the Boy Green channel.
Yes, there's going to be, again, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, to use a football cliche. I can't prognosticate the future, but again, I think there's some mutual here. There's some mutual.
Comments, questions, super chats, we will address that. I want to acknowledge a couple of memberships that have been gifted. We needed 11 before the show started to add a new emoji. The most recent emoji I added was the Johnny Boy emoji to honor our guy Johnny, who basically called into our show the last couple of days from the hospital room with his wife as he was about to give birth, or she was about to give birth. I don't think he gave birth. She was about to give birth to their latest child, baby Addison. Apparently, baby Addison is doing great. Mom is healthy as well. That was the last update I got from our Discord chat last night. So shout out to Johnny. Bobby Woodruff, Bobby Midnight gifted a channel membership. This went to Murdog before our show even started. Congrats to Murdog, and Vinny Luciano gifted a channel membership to Xavier Bradley during the actual show. So shout out to Bobby and Vinny for coming through. If we hit the threshold for channel memberships, we're going to need an idea for a channel emoji. I'm thinking to honor Bobby Midnight, we have the Bobby Midnight sitting in the orange lawn chair that always sits behind him. Just an idea for a new emoji, BG. If you have ideas for this show, you let me know.
I will do, and also we could give you maybe a more recent update. Johnny Boy called this morning onto the Boy Green Daily Show with baby Addison, and beautiful. She's, again, at this point, if I'm trying to keep up my math, she is 14 hours old. And he called in, and I heard his wife in the background. So again, making sure his wife's okay. Apparently there's a few hiccups there that she has to get through with some tests. So prayers out and everything to Johnny Boy and his wife and his beautiful family. So yeah, little Addison, she like, oh, Johnny Boy's in here. There he is. She's doing well. Awesome. That's amazing to hear. So it was cool to see Addison this morning.
Love that. Hit the Johnny Boy emoji to honor baby Asmaniac that was born yesterday. Oh, yeah. Boy Green is here with us. If you have a question for him to respond, if it's a super chat, it will cut the line. A lot of things still to talk about. I want to get into, a conversation that was inspired by something you first put out there on your Twitter. Is the first I saw it. Ryan Clark was a guest on Mina Kimes' podcast, and when assessing the Jets, he basically talked about, hey, they might have the best defense in the league. Robert Saleh is a phenomenal defensive coach, but when it comes to the offense, there's just too many what ifs, too many variables, essentially, for me to rank them higher than 12th in the NFL. And while I understand his point, I went through it. I don't think there's as many what ifs as he makes it sound. The biggest if is Aaron Rodgers. If you think and not that I don't think he's going to play well, but if you think he's going to be healthy, they have a contingency plan for Tyron Smith. They have a contingency plan for Mike Williams not being 100%. Like, yeah, they're depending on some older players, but they also have a absolutely stacked defense, superstars on offense. You look at the offensive line depth, it's way better equipped than it was at this time a year ago. So, while, yeah, there's certainly some what ifs, what team doesn't have these ifs? What team doesn't have big variables that swing in a certain direction to how a team's going to do? I think so much is made of, like, these Jet what ifs that people have, like, actually not realized, well, there's actually a pretty good chance some of these go the Jets' way for once, and then they're a heck of a team. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and the other thing that got me is during that conversation with Mina Kimes. So Mina Kimes did her own defensive rankings. I think that was with our boy John Ledyard, and they concurred that the Jets, to them, were the second best defense in the NFL heading into 2024. PFF put them at number one. And Ryan Clark, in the middle of the show, when Mina Kimes brought that up, he's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, number two, number one, yeah, they're up there." Okay, so if we're agreeing on that as a basis to start our conversation, and then we have the quote unquote what if conversation with the offense. What are we talking about here? What do you mean that they're only 12? Again, at least he wasn't Mike Florio and number 25. So that's a stock up from that perspective, I guess. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of their little Mina Kimes and Ryan Clark, before they moved on from other Jet stuff, Ryan Clark said, "I'm happy where the Jets are because this is much more appropriate than what they were last year when we were screaming Super Bowl." He said this 12 range, which is where they ended up putting him, and Mina agreed, he said is much more appropriate. I think they deserve to be a few slots ahead, to be honest, to start the conversation. They can be top 10 with your what ifs, and then let's play ball and let's see as they decide their own fate of going up that top 10 list or behind it. But I just don't understand if we're agreeing like before, ground rules here, no hitting of the hair face, no touching of the hair face. Okay, ground rules here. The Jets defense is at least top 2, and they're probably number 1 in the NFL. Okay, yes, of course. And then the offense is so bad, going from Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, that they can only be at that level. That's the part where I start getting confused. I think some of these crazy what if questions for instance, here's another one. Ryan Clark, another one with Ryan Clark was this Dolphins thing, which like, oh man, clearly this team with the roster, and it's so obvious. When you look at the Dolphins offensive line, Teron Armstead contemplated retirement this offseason. That sounds like a question. Connor Williams, who had all these injuries prior to the injuries, was playing phenomenal. He is gone off the roster. Robert Hunt, the $100 million man who went to Carolina, he's off the roster. So why are we throwing all these questions at the Jets, who have no questions on defense outside of the Reddick thing, which we're going to figure out? The Dolphins lost a ton of talent, and 2 of their top players are coming off serious injuries and won't be ready for the start of the season. I don't hear the same hubbub thrown at the Dolphins that's thrown at the Jets, yet the Dolphins were significantly higher on the list. Like, that's a thing I don't understand. I don't think we're getting a fair balance.
I completely agree with you. And also, when it comes to the Dolphins, and you talked about some of the losses they had, same thing with Buffalo with some of the losses they had. Like, if the Jets had done nothing besides just, hey, Aaron Rodgers plays quarterback for them, they're better than 7 wins they were this past year. And they have a contingency plan now for Rodgers with Tyrod Taylor, right, as good of an option to back up Aaron Rodgers as they could have brought in. And here's the other thing with the Dolphins. And I loved reading this in an article on SI the other day. 1-6 against playoff teams. Look at Tua's numbers in those games. 8 touchdowns for 7 interceptions. Never once surpassed 300 yards. He's never once won a game when the temperature dips below 45 degrees. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, the Jets are the superior team to Miami. The Jets got to prove it. We understand that. But the anointing of the Dolphins, it doesn't make any sense. You want to give the Bills the benefit of the doubt because of Josh Allen? Fine. They won the division 4 years in a row. Fine. I can understand that. But the anointing of the Dolphins by some, when the Jets have by far the superior roster, that doesn't make any sense to me. You want to say Miami's got the better head coach? Okay, fine. I'll listen to that. But the overall roster and the quarterback, I'll take Aaron Rodgers over Tua 10 out of 10 times. I'm not even thinking twice about it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking forward to. It looks like it's in the process of getting set up. One of the legends of the business, Steve Weish from the NFL Network, I saw him do a bit on NFL Insiders, their new show that's replacing Total Access, and he said, obviously, the Dolphins have the most talent in the division. I just kind of cocked my head sideways, like, I don't see it, but okay. So I reached out to him, and it sounds like we're going to get him on the show, and I'd love to have some healthy back and forth on that because that's part of the equation I'm not understanding. So again, I think you're right that the Bills, Josh Allen thing, despite all the losses, Ric Flair, to be the man, you got to beat the man. I understand that 4 years in a row, fine. They're at the top, but the Dolphins are just automatically superior to the Jets. That's where, again, a piece of the puzzle is clearly missing there for me.
Someone asked in the comment section about the Gusbuster hotline. It is linked in the comments. So if you're watching the show live, you'll see that little Gusbuster hotline link. It's a StreamYard link. That is how you get on the show. Today's Jake Asman show is being presented by my friends at Circa Resort and Casino. We will be out there at the end of August for Circa's annual contest weekend. Registration is open to be part of both of Circa's premier pro football contest, their Survivor contest, their Circa Millions pro football contest. Circa Sports $1,600,000 pro football contest, $16 million in guaranteed prizes. For more information, head to circasports.com. We will have an entry in the Survivor contest this year as Maniac. So every week, I'm going to need your help. What team will we pick in our Circa Survivor? The Asmaniacs will decide. I'm excited to partner up once again with my favorite place in Vegas, Circa Resort and Casino. Once again, for more information about their incredible contest, you have to visit circasports.com. All right, let's keep rolling here with Boy Green. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Shout out to Larry, who had a nice comment here. I appreciate all the content you provide. Thank you, Larry. Happy 4th. Sean White checks in, not to be confused with, on this July 4th holiday, the great Olympic champion representing the USA, Sean White. Happy 4th. Have one question. Did Corley sign yet? Corley has not signed yet. I think that will get resolved, though, by the time we get to camp. Can't wait to see AR in training camp. New chance, Super Bowl, beat the Niners. Oh, baby. Your thoughts on the Malachi Corley situation, Boy Green?
Yeah, same as you, Jake. I feel like I've talked to enough people that's just going to be a situation. Rookies report, for those who don't know. So Jets report day is the 23rd for veterans and basically everybody. And then first practice is 24th. Rookies report a few days before that 23rd date. I think that's where it gets banged out. Joe Douglas, Corley, his agent, all get a room, bing, boom, bam, sign that thing. It's hard to, in today's day and age, for there to be any issues with that. So no issues with the Corley thing. I think that it gets all figured out here in a couple of weeks. But again, I've seen a lot of people just say it's a foregone conclusion. The Jets are getting their ass handed to them by the 49ers in primetime. And that's another one. Okay. Bet. Let's roll. Let's see what happens.
I love it. You know what's great about that game? There's zero expectations for it. No one's going to
Exactly. It's a win-win. Win-win.
You get that game out of the way, and then we go take care of business the next couple games. And I expect the New York Jets, when you look at the schedule here, 4-1 going into that Bills game on Monday night.
Yeah, because, okay, if they lose to the 49ers, the Jets are a heavy underdog. The last I checked, it was like 5.5, 6.5, depending on your sport book of choice. So if you lose, okay, the defending NFC champion at home beats you. But if the Jets win and Aaron Rodgers on this revenge tour, that's the first one. And then look at these games. If the Jets beat the 49ers, all of a sudden you're telling me Tennessee, New England, Denver, Vikings, is that a 5-0 Jet team hosting the Buffalo Bills for Week 6 on Monday Night Football? Yeah. And then we're getting spicy, baby. All of a sudden, AFC East, Super Bowl, and all that jazz is coming. So, again, the 49ers will be a tough task, of course. They've got a really good roster. They've got a really good team. But I love the measuring stick. All these people that are trying to pussyfoot around and play like Arizona Week 1, screw that. Stop prancing through daisies, baby. It's time to lay the lumber down, and let's make a statement. Let's set the tone immediately for what the season's supposed to be, which is Super Bowl.
Harvey checks in with a super chat. Shout out to Harvey, who's watching live. Happy 4th, Jake and Paul. Thank you for all the fun and Jets content. You guys make my day. Thanks to Gator for all the awesome graphics. No doubt, Harvey. Appreciate you for the kind words. Shout out to Gator always for being one of the all-time greats. And speaking of Gator, Boy Green, we debuted on this show the last time you were on something we like to call the Rogers Derangement Syndrome Asylum. One of the first members of the RDS Asylum was your father. Well, yeah. I got news for you. I'm being told that there's been an update to the RDS Asylum, and apparently your father is once again still in the RDS Asylum.
Hey, everybody. Live from Egypt. It's the RDS Institute special, and our first guest today is Mr. Edstenzone. How are you today, pal?
Now that we know where he boondoggled off to, I would just tell you that I have been on 3 of the greatest teams in the history of the United States. I've been on 3 nuclear-powered submarines, 4 deployed in times of crisis. And do you believe that anyone on that team would have said, today I'm going to Egypt on vacation? If someone asked him, are you okay with Paul Esden going to Egypt instead of being
for 3 weeks?
For being forward deployed?
3 weeks. Yeah.
Are you okay with that? And what would they have told the microphone? No, we're fine with that. But do you think they would have been fine with that? The answer is no.
Okay. I guess you're not a them. One thing, actually, something. By the way, thank you for your service. I appreciate everything that you did for the country. But you do realize that we practice in shorts for 2 days and throw the ball around and just bullshit about stuff and, meet people or whatever. And kind of did that. And that's okay. But we're also not saving lives and changing the world. We're playing a game. It's kind of like going backgammon or Monopoly. It's just a game. And, I'll be there, man. We're gonna win games, but geez, we're not the U.S. military, Kyle. All right. Well, thanks for your service again, and happy 4th, everybody. Cheers.
Your thoughts, Boy Green. Chloe's fired up over it.
First off, Gator, what turnaround! That was on the show this morning, for Pete's sake. That's unbelievable. But I think that's where a lot of people were like, "What?" So, of course, thank my father for his 20 years in the United States Navy and the USS Baltimore, USS Tennessee, USS Georgia, and defending our country. But whoa, that's wonderful. And July 4th, and God bless. But what in God's green earth does that have to do with Aaron Rodgers? I just feel like we're kind of the jump. It's just an interesting jump. I just feel like we're kind of losing it. Again, I understand my father's my father. You can't take the military out of the man. I understand. That's how he is. I just was laughing through the entire thing. It was just as if you could have that back and forth, pause, whoop, click, Adam Sandler, boop, boop. Actually, phenomenal, God bless, but what? It's just, oh my God, it was great. So yeah, I get it. And great comment on him being on these amazing teams, speaking about all those defending our country and stuff. But yeah, that was, I don't get the connection. Again, I just feel like some people are going too far. He likes to caveat my father saying, hey, he's not an Aaron Rodgers hater or this or that or the other. Again, there are just some people that for whatever reason, he's not their vibe. And Floria's on that list. My father's on the list. I don't know. All these people are on the list. Again, none of the Egyptian Pharaoh 3-week trip nonsense is going to matter if he's scoring touchdowns and they're winning games. If so, I'm sure the Florio guys have the tweets and the drafts ready to say, Bengals walk like an Egyptian, all those songs and gizmos and gadgets and memes and jokes ready. Again, to me, I don't really care. Would I have preferred him not to be there when the mandatory man camp? Sure. But you know what? He was. So what? It's a couple of padless practices, and Rich Cimini counted it. I think he said it was 36 reps that Tyrod Taylor took across the 2 days. 36 reps, man. I don't want to go Allen Iverson here, but what are we talking about? I mean, for God's sake. And it's July 4th, America. How long ago was this? A month ago? How? And this is still not even just my father. So fine, father, let's all crap and talk on him. It was on ESPN this bleeping week on Get Up. They were doing rants about it, and I'm just like, what? How is this still a thing? How is this still alive? I get it might come back up. Or we get there in a few weeks, the first day of reporting, I'm sure he's going to be asked details about this Egyptian thing, and we'll see whatever he says. Or the Lake Tahoe event, which by the way is in 6 days, that he's scheduled to participate in. Maybe he'll talk and do media there. That's what he did for the Hard Knocks thing. But I just don't understand. I get the Jets, and people talk about the Jets. Okay, we both do content creation about it. I just don't understand how this is still alive. It's baffling.
Hey, Boy Green Sr., back to the asylum you go.
The leader of the team has opted to go on vacation rather than participate in mandatory minicamps. It's unexcused. So it's something he chose to do without going to work. Jets, in my opinion, can't find him enough for someone that showed up for work 4 days last year.
God bless Gator.
He's even using the line for someone who showed up for 4 days last year. That's when you know.
I know that. What a dick. What a dick.
Come on, man. He's a full-fledged Rodgers hater.
100%. Come on, man. I hate that. And also, this is something else he gives him shit for. And I just I'm like, come on, man. He left Zach Wilson out on an island. It's not in Aaron Rodgers' resume that he had to be this personal guru coach for Zach Wilson. Everything he gave to him was extra on top. He was just supposed to play quarterback, and Zach Wilson was supposed to be a watcher. Okay, Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be making love, and Zach Wilson was supposed to be in the room watching it. That was it. That was supposed to be the length of the training exercise. And yes, he got his Achilles rehabbed and recovered in the best possible place he could, which wasn't just solely the Jets facilities. I don't understand the people that have that hate of like, oh, look, he spent a few weeks out there. Yeah, rehabbing his Achilles. What are we talking about? Oh, God.
Crazy level of hate, man. It's nuts. Darth Crypto with a super chat. How about this? I'm in North Carolina walking on the trails. Guy walked next to me listening to your show. LOL. It's a small world. Go Jets. Shout out to Darth Crypto and shout out to the Asmaniac who apparently is near Darth Crypto listening to the show right now.
I hope that guy is like, what the hell? Who did I just pass? Like, that's unbelievable. Look, the Jake Asman army, man. It spreads far and wide.
It is a humbling experience when you hear stuff like that. Thank you, Darth Crypto, and shout out to whoever was also tuned into the show today. Jet Set for Life has been an Asmaniac for 6 months. If this ends with us hosting the Lombardi, which media member would catch the most heat from Jets Nation? Nationally, I think it's 3. I would say the top 3 nationally would be Mike Florio, Colin Cowherd, and Nick Wright.
Oh, Nick Wright. I was about to say he has to be on the list, 100%.
I would say that would probably be the top 3 nationally. Locally, it's interesting because there's so many. I don't want to name names because I got to deal with some of these people personally, but there will be some that I will definitely be going at. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think you got them all. Oh, another Dan Graziano. How is he not on the list?
Yeah, you know, he is. He's right.
You got to work someone else out. Maybe Coward and switch with him because Graziano has just been, intense with the Rodgers crap, both in his tweets, his TV appear. I might change those power rankings around and make sure I work him. It's probably Florio, Graziano, and then Nick Wright. Yeah, I think that's it.
Honestly, Chris Canty belongs there too for insinuating.
Oh my God, what a dick! I don't understand him, man. I don't. Yeah, that's true. He's another one. The fact that we are fighting over a list. Oh, let's go to top 5 in here. Who deserves to be in here for the love of everything that's holy? I mean, come on, man.
Yep, it's out of control, man. I mean, let's never forget. It's not just the minicamp stuff that Graziano has been an absolute nerd about. He had an issue with with the Jets voting him the Dennis Bird Award winner. Never forget.
Into the shadow realm you go.
Aaron Rodgers being voted the most inspirational Jet by his teammates is legit one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
Just sad. Sad.
It's voted by his teammates. It is voted by his teammates.
It's sad. I hope everyone has a great July 4th, except Dan Graziano and all the other ridiculous Aaron Rodgers, just morons.
Forget about his vaccine and political opinions. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high.
This guy is a cancer that's metastasized throughout the entire building in Florham Park. And I don't know why Jets fans can't see it.
Sad.
It is. It is just sad. There's just no other way to put it. So again, I can't wait for him to shut up and him being, of course, Aaron Rodgers, to shut up all those people with all these ridiculous things.
It's coming. Yeah. Tom writes in, next emoji, Rodgers carrying the flag. Gator, get on that.
How is that not already on there?
Gator, if you can make that by the end of the show, we have enough pretty soon here to add that. We will get that up in honor of course, Independence Day. Let's do that. By the way, we're just, I think, 10 members away from a new emoji, so we will get there. We will get there. Hit the join button if you want to become an official Asmaniac and help us get there by the end of this show. Central Valley writes in, make or break year for Salah and JD. Do they need a playoff win or is just making it enough? It's an excellent question because I've been talking about this a lot the last couple of days. What if they go 10-7 and lose in the wild card game? Is everyone back? Is just the GM back? What if they go 10-7 and miss the playoffs? But it's one of those rare instances where they had a winning record. What happens then? Like, it's a make or break year, yes, but I think it's how you get to the record and how they ultimately finish the year as far as, like, did they lose the playoff game because Rodgers got hurt on the 4th play of that game? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of context we don't know before we make the blanket statement. Make the playoffs, win a playoff game, that's what they have to do. Otherwise, changes get made. Like, I think in theory, that's a fair expectation for the year, but so much happens in a football season. You got to see it first.
Yeah, I was about to say, to the point that you just made, that is my lean, is make the playoffs, win a playoff game, and then, like, let's see what happens from there. But, again, to your point, there's context. There's all kinds of crazy-ass things that can happen. But, again, I've heard, like Badlands has said, that Joe Douglas has a little bit more cachet. To me, these guys are surgically attached at the hip. It's all for one, one for all. These are the three musketeers. And I know everything Joe D has done, but I'm not having that shit that we've had the last 10 years where it's head coach on this timeline, GM on this timeline, and then you're just effed before you even start. You're set up for failure. So to me, it's all for one, one for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we asked for people to contribute to get us over the threshold. And oh, baby, did the people come through.
Money, 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 money.
How about 10 memberships being gifted by the great Rick Kent, Dan Rather, Legacy Green, Nate Bonifant, Jamie Atcatz, Tony Abelardo, Jeremy, Joe Baxter, Jeremy Ovali, 99 Jet, Adam Cavender. You guys are all channel members. But wait, there's more. A.D. Pugnant, making it rain. How about another channel membership? Boom. This one, if you hear your name called, is from, once again, A.D. Pugnant, who gifted this channel membership to Robert Sanchez, who is Mark Sanchez's second cousin. So awesome little Jet connection there.
I love the and one. You know, you get fouled at the line. You think you only get 10, and the official goes, oh, whoa, one more membership added to that pie. Very nice.
Also, Gators on the road right now, so we will not have the Rogers flag emoji done in time. But that's okay. We'll get it for a future show later this week. That should be our next emoji, though. That's an excellent idea.
Yes.
It's patriotic, and it really combines the two greatest things ever, America and the New York Jets.
That's right.
Yeah. Comments, questions.
To be screaming that.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that. Curly writes in, Jet fans love the words nuance and context. I love the word winning. Curly, you just nitpicked, though. You're on the JJ/Gary, school of trolling. It's enough. All right? There's nuance and context to last season's 7-10 record. There's nuance and context to just saying Douglas is this, Sal is this. Like, you have to actually watch and see what either they inherited, why the record is what it is. We all understand they need to win. This year, if they don't win, there will be changes. But we can't sit here and say, fire the coach and GM now on July 4th, when we need to see how this year plays out first. They're going to be here for the year. Deal with it, accept it, and to quote Boy Green, make sweet and passionate love to it, Curly, because it's not changing yet.
Damn straight. Again, we love winning, too. It's not as if we don't. It's not like we're trying to make excuses for this organization to survive in a way. Again, for me, it's winning. It's making the playoffs. Personally, I want them to win the division. I think it's totally up for grabs. It's there to be had, and I'd love that one to be checked off the bucket list, too. But again, there are details beyond the box score you got to read.
At the end of the day, the Jets need to win, so there's no, gray area there. This is a year they have to win. That said, we can't sit here and say they need to win or else we're going to fire them right now because the season does not start until September and it's July 4th.
Correct. Amen.
And you know what we also need? We not only need wins, we need wins. So it's a happy post-game show for Boy Green.
So we're going to get into all of it here. Again, my name is Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. We come 2 hours after every final whistle here for the post-game show. And I'm going to be honest. The only good thing that happened to me late tonight, early this morning, was making sweet, passionate love to my fiance, which I did after the article was written and that kind of stuff. That's the only good thing that happened. Not great. Terrible. Pounded the article, pounded the fiance. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boy Green. And Boy Green, this is a perfect time to actually play this.
I like good-looking chicks in that film. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh, yeah, hide them kids.
Again, leave your damn freaky down.
Too sexy.
you gotta chill, man.
Jesus
calm
Christ.
your freaky now, baby.
Wow, that's my first time saying that one. Wow.
Well, it's about to be your first time and many people's first time about to see the latest masterful performance from Bobby Midnight, who has a new crush, Boy Green. She lives in Australia. Beautiful woman. Her name is Sarah, and here's Bobby's love song to the great Sarah in Australia.
She's from Australia, the golden blonde beauty. Can't live without her, that girl makes me freaky. Sarah the angel is everyone's sweetie. If she dumps her husband, I'll be her next beefy. Sarah.
Wow,
Just
Bobby
beautiful.
has great taste. Down under. Wow.
Oh, yeah. And joining us right now to talk more about it is none other than Bobby Midnight.
Well, you know, I need to find Matt O'Leary. He's supposed to come on my show. I want his butt on a stick. Bobby.
Hi, Boy Green. I just saw you a little while ago, huh?
That's true. Yeah, and I'm going to be live one more time later today because I'm a freak. Yes.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. I already put a membership in there already for you. I thought you were
thank you.
like you did with what's his name, Connie. You went back to back with each other. Remember, you both had the same. That's what I thought you were doing with Jake, having your show at the same time. I didn't see what.
Oh, I see.
I
No,
love
that's
Chloe. I got to see Chloe.
Oh yeah, she was getting restless. She ran out of the window.
I know, but I was at least she let me to see Chloe.
She asked about you, Bobby. She's like, "How's Bobby Midnight doing?" I go, "He's pretty
And
good."
guess what happened on my show last night?
What happened?
Baby Addison was born.
That's right. Well, he posted the picture in the Discord yesterday when I was.
I know, she is adorable, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Well, she was on Boy Green show this morning too.
That's true.
And-
Bobby,
and-
did you make a baby last night?
No, yeah, I'm so dry up as the Sierra Desert. That's never gonna happen again. So you asked the question.
Calm your freaky down.
Oh, he asked me that question. I don't freaky. Hey, guess what? I got good numbers on my YouTube. I just checked it today, Jake. I need 40 more subscribers, and I got 289 viewer hours.
Let's go.
I'm
That's a lot
almost
of hours.
3,000, and then almost. Paul, no, Jake.
You just caught me. You just caught me with that one. That one, wow.
You're the one who asked, and that you should.
True. It's my fault. That's my beat. I
Yeah,
apologize.
I was on Nick's show. I got to see the one with the. Yes, Kane Lowski.
Calm your freaky down.
We were on Nick's show yesterday. I saw the video.
Hold on, I have some housekeeping here. Steve Marcus says Jets are a pathetic loser franchise. Hey, Steve
Yeah,
Marcus.
throw him out the door.
I hope you have the worst July 4th ever, you bum.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Paul, who are you gonna have at your 3 o'clock show?
Who? What? Say that again?
You're by yourself at your 3 o'clock show today?
Oh
or
no,
what?
Woody.
Oh, Woody, yeah.
He'll be at the Jets Patriots thing too, and Jake Asman, he's doing his own thing. He's going to swing by too. So yeah, it's going to be a party.
Gonna be on there too.
Am I going to be on there, Bobby? No, I'm not.
No, not at 3 o'clock. I don't think so.
What are you
BJ, so
talking
you're
about?
doing you're doing essentially 3 shows on July 4th. Look at you.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know when I'm doing my show?
What do you?
Oh,
Yeah,
after
when are you
that
going,
or in
Bobby?
between, maybe.
After your show.
So which show? Boy Green show or mine show?
After your show, of course.
So when I end today, you're going live.
Of course, you know.
All right,
me.
I love it. I'm just making sure that people have a place to
Yes.
give. I can't even say give Jets takes. There's just barely any Jet talk on your show. But to give takes on life. All right,
Well,
on the Bobby Midnight channel.
everything's about life in my show.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, are you busy? You want to join my show later?
Oh, yeah, it depends on when. I'll be doing Syracuse Mets baseball after the 3 shows, but if there's somewhere in there, sure, buddy, I will
Come on,
find a
go
way.
right on after Jake at 10 o'clock. What time he ends. I mean,
Okay, maybe. We'll see what time it
Okay.
is. I don't know.
And Jake, I love your dog. I love your parents' dog. And tell your dad and mom. Well, I never met your mom, but I met your dad. Tell him I said hi.
I'll let him know. All right, Bob.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll skedaddle, and I'll
Bobby,
see.
farewell, and make sure if you leave the house today, all right, it's a hot day. You put on some sunscreen.
Oh, I know. I'm pale as a ghost.
Well, I can't wear my freaking hat. It's hot, my balls will sweat. Oh, look, I have a fan. I'm Bobby.
What a call from Bobby Midnight.
Wow. That was an adventure. We went in a lot of places there. Yeah.
Just a typical call from Bobby Midnight right there. Unreal.
Wow.
Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. Curly Norman checks in with a super chat. We win the division. I will call him with my dog and a wad of cash like that weird guy did that one post game. LOL. Great callback.
I do not remember that one. Wow.
That guy's name was Matthew Trotta. I don't have the original call handy, but for those who don't get the reference, this is what he's kind of referring to here. All right, folks. I want everyone to stop what they're doing because I have no idea where this call is going. Matthew is up next. Matthew, what do you got for us?
Jets, Jets.
Are we doing this again with the dog?
Oh, just doing test hands of a magic deck and I just dropped $300 on. I did it with a Bills fan. Hell no, that's $300. I ain't fucking with that. I had therapy this morning because I was blazed out of my mind with edibles last night after you guys won. I popped a whole gummy that really hit me hard. Eat shit. Let's go Texas.
Oh my God.
Game. They handed us the game. Jets, Jets.
Oh my God.
The Gators got his next skit.
I got no other way around it. Gator got me there. I thought because Gator was in the chat already and he wrote something that there was no way that it would be a fake call. So when I saw Matthew on the line, I'm like, oh God, here's that wacko who called after the Eagle win with the dog and the money, and I got Gatored. I got Gatored. That's what happened there. Instead of getting got, you got Gatored. That was outstanding. Oh my God. I'm still laughing at that Gator call. God. Oh man.
I remember that guy now.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. Hasn't called back since.
George writes in, epic shirt, Jake. I think so too, right? I think it's a wonderful shirt honoring America. However, one of the Asmaniacs in this chat right now, Carly, told me it was an ugly shirt.
Well, what taste does she have? I mean, come on.
Does she not like America? Is she a communist? I'm not saying she is, but I'm just saying that is what's being discussed. Like First Take led their show this morning. Is Carly a communist?
That would be my first response after that kind of reaction to that shirt. Come on. America, USA.
America. F yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Should we bring Bobby back up? Bobby, you down to do another Pledge of Allegiance on July 4th?
Let's see.
You let me know. Bobby, you down to do a little Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
All right. Make sure we can see your head in it, though. Last time you just stood up, we only saw your chest.
Well, how am I going to do that? Because I have my camera right there in the computer.
Can you move the laptop back like that?
No, I don't have a laptop. I have a desktop. It doesn't move that way.
Oh.
I could sit down and do it.
All right. You know what? We will normally you stand, but because it's YouTube, it's a little different. And we're all about honoring America. You can sit down and do it.
I got to take off my hat first.
Yep. Me too.
Oh, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
I got hat hair. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then do you want me to do the other thing too?
What's the other thing?
Sing the national anthem.
Let's do the pledge. Maybe we'll do the anthem a little bit later.
Why a little bit later?
Well, because we got other people on hold. I got to get to more calls.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How is that?
Well done. Well done. Curly wrote in, I'm sitting with my hand on my heart. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with you, Curly? You're a red-blooded American, brother.
How is that? Good?
That was
Yeah.
great. I have not heard that in a while. Yeah.
How about a little "God Bless America" instead of the national anthem?
Ooh,
She did that
okay.
yesterday. Little Kate Smith's rendition.
Yeah.
No, not her.
God bless America.
No, I like Robert Merrill's Merrill.
Land that I love.
Yeah, you sing that.
Stand beside her.
Oh.
And guide her. Come on, Bobby. You know the words.
No, I don't want. I'd rather do Robert Merrill's version.
All right. Can you give us a little Robert Merrill's version then?
Well, I gotta set it up. You told me you got other people. Bring me back when I'm ready.
All right, I'll come back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, more calls right now. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. John goes, what? LOL, what is this show? If you've been paying attention to my show the last month outside of Rogers minicamp week, this has basically been the show.
Yeah, that's it. Love
This
it or
is
hate
the
it.
show until we get to July 23rd. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is Tommy. Hello, Tommy.
Hello, fellas. Happy 4th of July to you guys.
No, thanks, Tommy.
Happy 4th of July to everyone that served in our country, to all the Asmaniacs that are watching. That was classic, Bobby. I had my hat off as well. Luffy, I had my hand over my chest, dude. You're a classic American. That was awesome. Jake, I love your shirt, dude. Love the shirt. Wanted to say that. Love
If you're
the shirt.
American, you have to love this shirt.
Yeah, it's in the contract.
I would love to own one of those. It's awesome. Your dog's name's Curly, right? Curly?
Chloe.
Sorry. Very adorable dog. I don't have much of a point, but one point. Shout out to Johnny Boy. God bless his baby and his wife. I think you guys got great chemistry. I think you guys would have a lot of views, and like if you guys did a weekly show, it would be very, very profitable. And yeah, I would suggest that. Just in
My price
part,
just went up, Jake. Yesterday's price was not today's price. that intel has changed. It's Tommy is my new agent. Yes.
All right, guys, real quick, my one point. Like you mentioned just recently about like week 1, we're playing the 49ers. I think that's the best option possible. Like we bring on the hardest team on our schedule. And if we do go out there and win, even if we don't win, if we play a close game and we lose by 3 or something like that, and then look at our next 3 or 4 games. Like Jake said, like we're going to be 4-1. And even if we beat the 49ers and we lose to one of them other teams, like the Jets usually do, we'll beat a good team and we'll lose to a crap team. We'll still be in good shape. Like I don't see us losing many games, man. Like I said 17-0. That's a little bit, just being my Jets hype. But I don't see us losing more than 3 or 4 games. And I wish you guys a great day. Everyone out there, happy 4th of July. Enjoy your show. Thanks for having my call. One love, guys.
Tommy, love it. Excellent hat as well by Tommy there. The USA bucket hat.
Yeah, I love that. I would just say this. This is the other thing that I just don't understand with people on the 49ers game. You mitigate a West Coast trip that could have been in the middle of your season, which increases difficulty on both sides. You mitigate that by having that week 1 because, the last preseason game with the new schedule, the last preseason game and the regular season, that's a 2-week gap. You have plenty of time to arrive early in San Francisco and marginalize that difference. That's another thing people don't talk about with the hardest game in the Jet schedule.
Completely agree. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some breaking news to share right now. Gator was unable to get the Aaron Rodgers flag emoji set up, but one of our great listeners, the man who designed our 2 recent emojis, the Keep Best emoji and the big fella emoji, Snowball, has designed the Aaron Rodgers with the flag emoji here on July 4th. Snowball, the only issue is the sizing. It needs to be smaller than 1 MB. So I can't upload it just yet. I see you're on hold, so I'm going to bring you on. But Snowball, thank you for sending me the emoji. Just update the settings, and we will be able to get that up by the end of the show.
I'll fix it. You want to? I'll come back.
Thank you, sir. Should we bring you back?
God bless America. God bless Johnny's baby. The only variable I can see is our fearless leader, Robert Saleh. That's it.
Your guy.
I'm going to work.
Snowball, thank you. All right, more of your calls right now. Mr. Fulton is on the line. Hello, Fulton.
Hey, good morning, guys. Morning, Paul.
Good morning, Fulton. God bless.
Still not feeling myself today, Paul.
Yeah. Sorry about that. You got in that car accident thing, right?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, pal.
Yeah, I got in a car accident, Jake.
Sorry to hear that.
So,
I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a wrist on.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, wow, that's new. Yep, okay.
So what are you guys thinking about Aaron Rodgers? Is he going to be playing for the Jets for the entire season, or?
You think he's going to retire at some point in the middle of the season or be traded?
Right, yeah.
Thank you for the call. Paul, your thoughts?
Wow. Okay. Normally I get paid to talk for 11. Jake, as radio host, I'm very, it's very rare where I'm left speechless. Yeah, I don't anticipate that. I think we kind of cleared that hurdle with the VP stuff during the off season, and hopefully that's the last time that we have to clear those sort of conversations. So, no, I don't believe he's going to retire, and no, I don't believe he's traded. I believe he's one of the few players in the NFL that has a no trade clause. So, yeah, I don't believe that's going to occur.
Yeah, I would say Aaron Rodgers will be a Jet the entire season. I think that's a fair assumption. Now, I also would say that guy reminded me of a legendary caller that calls this show, the Lane Train. Let's go to Lane, who's up next. Hello, Lane.
Hey, oh, hi.
Hello, Lane.
How is everything? Yes?
You're on the air, Lane.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Lane.
Hi. So, yeah, I'm happy about the way the Jets played today. And, they moved the ball, and they did great. Look, okay. I know it was raining out. Did you see the game?
No, I didn't watch it. What happened?
Well, they won. And the other team lost.
Lane, thank you. Come on, man. That can't be a real call.
Did you check out the game? And then when you're like, no, what happened? Oh, well, let me inform you. Let me hook you up with the intel.
That last caller reminded me of the Lane
Wow,
Train.
I didn't
is
notice
he a regular?
that. You didn't. Yeah.
Is he a regular for you?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah. I have the call-in line on because we're also streaming on my YouTube and Twitter. I have the call-in line over there, so people can also. You're obviously filtering everything through as well, but yeah, I threw it up over there. So yes, yeah.
I love it.
It's a journey. It's a journey.
That's tremendous. We have a live Bobby Midnight performance coming up, but I'm going to go back to Snowball for a second. Snowball, is the emoji updated?
Yeah, I just sent it.
All right, I am going to grab it. I'm going to upload it, and I want you to know you have become kind of our go-to emoji designer. How do you feel with that responsibility for the Asmaniacs?
Blessed.
I really can feel the passion out of your voice there.
Listen, you're lucky. My wife's on vacation. I'm home. I got nothing to do, so.
Love that hat, Snowball. That's a nice hat.
Snowball. The good news is Bobby's going live right after this. Boy Green's going live again at 3, and then Bobby's going live again after that, and then Bobby's going to stay live until probably 10 o'clock tomorrow if I do another show. We're doing a 24-hour Bobby Midnight stream today.
So then I have things to do.
Snowball, I'm excited to
just
share.
Showing the shirt. All American.
Your emoji's live.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Have
Hulk Hogan, baby. Yes.
I'm going to go. All right.
Thank you, Snowball. The Aaron Rodgers flag emoji is live, baby. If you want to contribute to the next emoji, I think it was like 200 members needed. I don't know if we're going to do that today, but we will start our climb. 199 members needed for our 38th emoji, but the Rodgers with the flag emoji is live. It is labeled. It is in there as USA Rodgers. The Asmaniacs have already started to use it. And speaking of America, speaking of USA, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Midnight is back. Bobby, you going to give us another rendition of the national anthem?
Oh, my God. What did you just ask for? I thought you said God bless America.
Oh, I didn't realize you were going to do God bless America.
Oh, I'm going to do I'll do the other one. I want to do America. I got to set it up again.
So what do you need? God bless America or the national anthem?
No, national anthem.
All right, we'll come back to you, okay?
Okay.
You let me know when you're ready.
I'll be right back.
All right, thank you. More of your calls right now.
It's funny. He's like a performer. He's like, I need to go off stage and get in the right frame of mind. That's phenomenal. Wow.
Shout out to Eric, who's watching on delay. He wrote, "Oh wow, it's Chloe," so you can tell that he's like 30 minutes behind the rest.
I
of the
get
show.
that every once in a while, where someone will say something from the beginning of my show, like an hour in. I'm like, "Whoa, that guy just popped in, but he's commenting live." That is funny. I love when that happens.
Wow, Willie and making it rain. How about 10 channel memberships, baby? Yeah. I'm pulling up the list of names here because we got 10 names to read. Shout out to William for coming through for the people on this phenomenal July 4th day. Jeremy, channel member. Carlos Piscoya, channel member. Sweet Baby Jesus. Dante, 29 a nerd. Grazan. Duarte Lot. E-Stack Fishing. D-Watt. JC Medina. Leonardo Smith. You guys are all channel members. Let's squeeze in a couple calls before we get to the Robert Midnight performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome, the Packer fans next.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all feel, man? Happy holidays. The 4th of July. Jake, that shirt, man, is doing a lot. It fits you, though. It fits you. I like it.
I don't know. This girl that's in the chat, an Asmaniac, thought was a supporter of mine, said it was ugly. So
Boy Green, what's going on, man? I follow you, too. I follow you, too, man. That's what's up, man. I don't have much today, man, except Aaron Rodgers. He does a lot of great things that they don't talk about. I don't know why they don't, but they won't. they won't put it in the news or whatnot. So the guy, he just gets so much crap. I didn't like it when he was in Green Bay getting a lot of slack for nothing. But that's neither here nor there. One thing that I did want to say was about the San Francisco 49ers. And you know, Jake, I've always been hollering 14-3. I used to always tell you, you beat the Niners, you be 15-2. I don't think you guys will go undefeated, but it's not a stretch. The 49ers is the hardest team you guys will face. No other team that you guys face will stack up to the 49ers. So 17-0 could be a thing. I don't think it'll happen. But no, I got you guys at 14-3. And you're gonna do well. I've adopted the Jets as my as you know, my AFC team.
We love it.
So it is what it is. I might even give you guys a chant. I might give you guys a chant one time.
Oh,
you know,
sign me up for that. Jerome, before you go, who's on the jersey? That Reds jersey's awesome. Is that Pete Rose, Barry Larkin? Who we rocking? Joe Morgan?
It's Pete Rose, man. I don't know.
Love it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we see it. Okay, Pete Rose.
Yeah, you know, I'm old school, man. I like all my classics, man. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Straight.
Despite all, but despite all that silliness, but anyway, man, that's all I got for the 4th. I'm on my way. You know, I'm not working today. I'm not in my truck as I normally am. So I'm just taking a little stroll.
Enjoy the day, Jerome. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, enjoy, brother. Good seeing you.
That's what's up.
Jerome, check it in. All right. BG, you're giving us an hour of your time, so we're going to send you out the right way. We're going to send you out with an epic performance of our national anthem from the great Bobby Midnight. Hello, Bobby.
I am ready. I got Robert Merrill in my ear.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. You got to put me on screen. Okay. All right, I'm ready, guys. You ready?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you see by the dark early light what the family we held at the twilight flash gleaming? There's a bright and bright stars with a parallel light. Around we watch, we're together dreaming. And the rockets they glare, the bomb bursting in the air, it proves to the night that a flag was still there. Oh, take us as a spangled banner yet wave. Banner of free, and the home of the brave.
Yeah.
Wow, you got me on Rockets Red Glare. When you hit those octaves, Bobby, wow, I felt some
Yeah,
tingling
well,
in the
that's what
testes.
Robert
Yeah.
Merrill does. That's what gets me into it. Robert Merrill. Oh, I
America.
love that guy. I miss him. I miss him dearly.
Oh, let's go. Bobby, give me a play ball.
And play ball.
Yeah. Excellent
right.
job, Bobby. Excellent
Thank
job.
you very much.
We'll talk to you
I-
soon. Great job by Bobby Midnight there, honoring this great country, the greatest country in the world. Unbelievable. Boy Green, you're doing 7 shows today. God bless you. Thanks for coming on this one.
It's phenomenal and great, and some more buzz created for the future Boy Green Asman show if and when that puppy comes to light. God bless everybody. It's cool that you do this, Jake. Shout out to all the Asmaniacs, all you crazy bastards, and already cheers on to the next emoji. So keep making the chase, everybody. God bless.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Boy Green Esden Jr., one of the all-time greats. I'll stay on. We got some more calls. People on hold. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in live right now. Let's go to Nate, who's up next. What's up, Nate?
What's up, Jake? Can you hear me?
Hey, Nate.
How are you?
What's going on, dude?
Tough act to follow. I hate being after Bobby, but I'm looking forward to his show later. Paul's always great. I love him in the morning, so shout out to your guest. Jake, did you ever think that you would have? I saw someone in the comments say, "Did you ever think you'd have a Giants fan that would pretty much take over your show as the star of your platform when you started this years ago?"
No, I had no thoughts on any of this. This was just something I did out in my spare time when I was doing afternoon radio in Houston, and it became a full-time job because Jet fans are the greatest.
Now he's hosting his own Jet show. It's awesome.
If we're even
Bobby
calling
is
it a
doing.
Jet show, it's a Jet show and Jace. If we're calling that a Jet show.
What Bobby always steer whenever it goes to a topic he doesn't like. Like Gary came on, obviously takes everything left and brought up boxing and whatnot yesterday, and he always brings it back. Like, can we just talk about the Jets? So I still call it a Jet show. I heard you guys earlier with Paul Green, Boy Green, talking about a Reddick. So I was listening to a Philly podcast, a guy who does he's a former NFL player. He's on the same time you're on, so I'm not gonna mention his name, but he was saying how he's nervous about Reddick. Like they're nervous about Huff. He was like, I wanted Hassan Reddick, and everyone in his chats, all Philly fans, were like, yeah, that was a terrible move. But for the next 2 or 3 years, we're trying to win a Super Bowl. They're all very nervous about what Huff is, and they obviously know what Reddick is and saw him for 2 years. So I guess I wanted your thoughts on that, but yeah, it's just goes to show like grass is always greener on the other side. At times. One question for you, Jake, before I get off. This topic was on Bobby's show before, like I said, before Gary comes on and takes everything left. Your biggest question mark, assuming everyone stays healthy on the Jets roster. Someone brought this up in your chat, and now I can't get it off my mind. For me, it's Robert Saleh. And at what point, what record do the Jets need to have where he's fired? 0-4. I think Alan said 3-4. Because and Dre was making the point that the Jets coach has never been fired in the season, so that it's not going to happen. I think that's crazy because obviously, like you said, Joe Douglas' line is on the line too. If he starts 0-4 and everyone's healthy and we've got Pro Bowlers, I guess there's got to be coaching. There's got to be a coaching change. So just want to hear your thoughts on that and appreciate the July 4th show.
Nate, appreciate you, man. I would say 0-4 could get them canned. They're not going to be 0-4, guys. All right. Let's be positive on the 4th of July. They never made an in-season firing. I don't think it's going to happen. But like that would maybe do it, I guess. I mean, they didn't fire Gase in season in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is one of the great fathers in the history of fatherhood. Johnny Boy joins us now, fresh off the birth of his 12th child. Hello, Johnny.
What's up, Jake? How you holding up, man?
Look at baby Addison. How are you and your wife holding up?
She's doing good, man. Just same old stuff, tests and everything. She's right there.
Look how cute she is.
Jets, Jets. Yeah. She's awesome, bro.
Have you slept at all?
Yeah, last night. It was awesome. Felt great.
I love it.
But yeah, here's a new little Jets fan, new little Asmaniac. You know how I put her to sleep?
How'd you do it?
I am a real American. Fight for my rights and fellow men. Yeah, dude. She's badass, bro. Yeah, what did the show come through, man? And I sent you some 4th of July pics on the Discord so you could show everybody. It'll probably give you like 1 million views, bro. Easy.
I love it, Johnny. Congrats, man. I'm so happy for you. How many kids actually is it for you?
What happened?
How many kids do you actually have? 3.
3. Yeah.
There we go. Love it. Congratulations, man. I'm glad you, your wife, Addison, all doing well.
I appreciate it, man. I had the Hugo house on the whole time.
Let's go.
So,
Promo code Asman, folks. All right. Johnny knows. My man.
yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Go Jets.
Johnny, congrats to you, man. Awesome. Adorable. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button for Johnny. Joining us right now is the great Jake Klein. Hello, Jake.
Morning, man. Happy 4th to you.
Happy 4th.
Yeah, man. Are you a hot dog fan? Because I know the competition's on today. Who do you think's going to win it?
Oh, well, with Chestnut on in it, I don't know any of the other slurpers. I thought Carly was going to be in it, but, she chickened out.
Well, the names you should look at is James Webb. I've seen a lot of his content online. This guy, literally is becoming the next, Joey Chestnut. I think if you're going to put bets on him. And then the other guy I would look at is Pat Bertoletti. He's been in this for, 10, 15 years and, has never won it. So that's, the sleeper name. But the name everyone thought was going to be, Matt Stoney, but he's retired now. So that was a little shocking. But just some...
Kobayashi should have came out of retirement.
Yeah, well, they're doing him and Chestnut are doing a Netflix special in September.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. But this would have been an opportunity for him to make a statement and then drum up interest in that showdown in September.
Well, he had a dispute with the the Major League Food Competition. So that's how he left. They were he did an argument with his contract or whatever it was. So that was the reason why he's not back. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But
what time is the competition start? I forget. I'm back in Eastern time for the first July 4th in years. So I forget what time.
Is it 12 or 1? I can't remember. Yeah, it's around. I think it's probably right before the Yankees generally go on. The Yankees I think play at 1, so that would be my bet. So I'd say maybe 12:30 because they have the women's competition first and they do the men's. So maybe 12:30 is the women's, then 12:45 is the men's because they do the whole intro thing. But that's the other thing. But wait, so are you are you doing radio all day or no?
No, I'm. This is the only work I'm doing. You call this work? I call it fun.
It should be fun, man. Listen, you gotta make your money. But actually, quick question. I know we've talked about Bakhtiari in the past. Is there any update regarding that, or is that just something we're waiting until training camp?
There's really nothing, and he did an interview with Adam Schefter a couple of weeks ago where he basically ruled out the Jets as an option because of all the moves they made at tackle this offseason. So if he's going to sign, I don't think it's going to be with the Jets.
I mean, do you think maybe it's possibly within training camp with injuries? Obviously, Max Mitchell could get hurt, or maybe Fashanu maybe has a hamstring pull. He's out the first few weeks.
Yeah, well, that's the only way I see it happening. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, one more thing. Funny enough, the place Little Dipper that you've been to, my friend saw me the other day in my office. He works there. I had no idea.
Great spot. Shout out to Bobby, the owner. Takes good care of me and my friends when we've been there. Love that.
Bobby, Steven. He said there's 2 owners. It's Bobby and Steven. I don't know if you met him or not, but I'm gonna go check it out probably maybe this weekend. So I'll give you the lowdown. All right.
Love it. Get the caviar dip, the caviar chicken dip. Phenomenal.
He said the hand rolls are really good. I don't know why he kept talking about the hand rolls. I don't know if you had that or not.
No, I haven't, but it's all good. You'll like that spot.
All right, man. Enjoy your happy 4th. All right.
Jake Klein, baby, checking in. Not from a prison cell. How about that? How about it? Carly writes in, "Oh, yes, I'll be slurping the dogs. For only the second time in the history of the show, we simply play this."
I like good-looking chicks in that family. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh, yeah, hide them kids.
Again, leave your damn freaky down.
Dude, you sexy.
you gotta chill, man. What I meant to say is for only the second time in the history of the show to a female 4%er, we had to play the Calm Your Freaky Down. The other time we had to play it for Sarah. who now has this from Bobby Midnight if you missed it earlier.
She's from Australia, the golden blonde beauty. Can't live without her, that girl makes me freaky. Sarah the angel is everyone's sweetie. If she dumps her husband, I'll be her next beefy. Sarah.
Calm your freaky down, to quote the great King Lowski. All right, more calls before we wrap. Let's go to Keith Best. He's a legend. What's up, Keith? Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, Jake. I was thinking, I just got out of what I had to do this morning. And even though it was 4th of July, a lot of the hospitals are still open. All the doctors are working. And it's just a normal work day. But I did a lookup. I don't want to brag about what you did the other night with 420, but I looked to see if there was anything greater than that in a YouTube membership drive, and I didn't find anything. So you're number one. And I don't know. I got to go back. I got to go back in about 15 minutes. But I took a break to sit outside and turn on your show. You can't use it. I'm in a place called Palm Beach Gardens Medical, and you can't use your cell phones inside and turn anything off. They do have TVs up on the walls for you to sit down and watch, but that's not my goal. But I'm going to stick with my plan of 15-2. I heard we both came on here months ago about 17-0, and it's probably not practical, but it's probable. But I still think the 15-2 is my number. I know a lot of people have said 14-3. The guy on Asman show, you just had the guy on earlier. And Snowball, you're in the background there. I want to thank you for the Agimo. I didn't believe what that did for the day. That was absolutely incredible. I've said that too many times in the last couple of days. But Jake, do me a favor. I have a friend that has a T-shirt. She makes T-shirts. So she's got a print shop, and she said, "Get that sent that so I can upload it and give it to her on a USB. And she's going to make me a couple T-shirts that says best, with the green cancer insignia."
I will send you the emoji logo, Keith. I will email the file so you have it. All right.
Now, what about you said there was another one that he made, that Snowball made up. Stay Strong or something like that. There was two. Send me both. If it's just the one, it's fine. If you send that down to me in email so I can upload it.
I have. This is the one.
Yeah, okay.
This is the only one.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Now, my friend, I hope Richie still got tickets for the game, because my friend Chris is I was with yesterday. He saw all my pods. He saw all the pods we made in the last couple of days. And he says he's going to sign on and sign up today. But I sent him the link to get the tickets, because he wants to go with us. He's a Jets fan. He lives down here a couple blocks away from me in West Palm Beach. And so he's going to do that. So I just wanted to make sure there was tickets. I got the link from your email. I sent it to him. So we're going to take care of that this afternoon when I get back down to West Palm. But,
I love it. Keith, have a great 4th. Thanks for calling us. We're glad your spirits seem high today.
You know what? I say it all the time. You can either duck your head underneath the pillow, or get up and make something of the day. And I got a strict schedule. I keep it. Watching all these Bobby things. Bobby, I want you to Patreon me your email account, so then I can send you you seem to like those girls with 5X spandex black.
Oh God, Keith, I got to do it to you.
I like good looking chicks in that family. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh yeah, hide them kids.
Again, keep your damn freaky down.
Too sexy.
you gotta chill, man. Oh my God, I didn't have that on my July 4th bingo card. Having to calm your freaky down, drop Keith. Unreal, what a call. Shout out to Keith, but still.
Calm your freaky down.
You know it. More of your calls before we wrap here. Last chance to get in. Please hit the like button if you're watching live, if you're enjoying a little July 4th programming. We've added 22 members. I also want to share that Snowball was not happy with the emoji he made with Aaron Rodgers and the flag. So you know what he did? He made it better. Check out the latest update. Refresh your browser right now and see the new Aaron Rodgers with the flag emoji because it's even better than the original, which I thought was good, but Snowball didn't think it was up to his par, his standard. So we changed it, and we made it better. JT is up next. What's up, JT?
Yo, Jake, what's up, my guy? How you doing?
Let's go Yanks, man. Big one today. Got to not get
Let's
swept
go.
by the damn Reds.
We got to take at least one, but I got to admit, watching this Ellie De La Cruz kid is fun, man. He's a good player.
He's unbelievable. The problem is the Yankees can't hit right now, so I can't truly enjoy him.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that I want to play Ben Rice every day. Like, I don't like that he didn't sit out yesterday. First time he comes in, he gets a hit, doesn't he, or gets on base?
He should be playing every day. It makes no sense.
Yeah, he should have been the cleanup hitter yesterday. I don't know. I hope like going forward they keep him in that like 4 through 6 spot in the lineup, and he's just an everyday player. The kid seems like he's going to be really good. And I think Anthony Rizzo is kind of washed at this. I think he's kind of washed, so I think maybe this fracture might be like someone being able to take over him. And I hope Boone stays with that and doesn't roll with the vet once he's back healthy, because if this kid's playing, there's no way you can take him out.
Well, you can always DH one of them too. They just need better hitters, man. I mean, the lineup is trash right now besides Judge and Soto.
Oh, dude, it's disgusting, man. But anyway, about the Jets, man, I just want to spread some hype because why not? It's early July. Let's go Jets, man. Hassan Reddick is going to be a beast this year. How many sacks do you think he's going to get?
At least 10, because that's what he's done the last 4 years.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to be in that 10 to 12 range. I think we're going to have 3 people that get double-digit sacks this year at least. J.J. Quinnen and Hassan at least. I think Will McDonald will have upwards like 7 to 9. Maybe he'll even peak towards that 10. I don't know, man. I'm excited for this defensive line. Playing with leads, too. Going to be able to rush the quarterback all game, up 20, up 15, 20 points. It's going to be great, man.
JT,
let's go.
I love it. You hyped me up. Well done. Happy July 4th, my man. Great call. He's right. Playing with leads. I promise you, Jet fans, there will be at least 1 or 2 games this year where they win in the fourth quarter. They close out a team because Hassan Reddick comes up with a big sack on 3rd down or 4th down, or he forces a fumble, or his quarterback hit leads to a ball being popped up in the air and Quincy Williams or CJ Mosley's picking it off. I'm telling you that's going to happen. That's what game records do. They close out games. Fourth quarter pass rush is what wins. Gangrene writes in, shout out to all the other healthcare workers working the holiday. I'm doing a 16-hour shift today. Great to have some content to help the day go by. Gangrene, salute. Salute. Giving you guys a 90-minute show here on July 4th, hopefully. For those not watching live, if you're working, this could help your July 4th. All right, 2 more calls. Rob, the Jet fan, is up next. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Jake. How's it going, buddy?
Happy 4th, Rob. We got the whole fam. Let's go.
Here with my handsome grandson and my daughter, Victoria. My other daughter doesn't want to show her face because she's pregnant now. She's not looking her best, I guess.
That's okay.
My son-in-law's here, Ryan. And I got my other granddaughter, Katya. Come here, honey. But so we're just calling. We wanted to say happy 4th of July to you and your family, Jake. The Asmaniacs always show the love, bring the love. Here, Katya, say hello.
I love it. Hello.
Say hello. That's my big one, 4 years old, almost 4.
Aw.
But I just wanted to show you part of the family and say we're sending the love. Let's go, Jets, 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 Jets.
Let's go, Rob. Great call. Are they going to give us a jet chant? Come on, we get a family jet chant.
All right, you ready, guys? Ready? Jets, 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 Jets.
Yeah, there it is. Let's go. Tremendous from Rob and his fam. Love that. Love that. Hit the like button, comments, questions, super chats. Curly says first responders as well. Yeah, we mentioned the first responders earlier, but you can never mention them enough. Absolutely. Absolutely. July 4th, baby. One last call, and I'm glad this guy's closing us out because he's one of the all-time greats. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is the executive chef of the Cloverleaf Tavern, one of the preeminent spots in northern Jersey. Chef Kevin Gilbert joins us now. What's up, Kev?
Hey, Jake, what's up, man? Happy 4th of July, brother.
You too, man. Let me guess. You got to be on the grill today if you're a chef.
Come on, man. That's why I had a call. I'm in the Poconos right now. Been out here for a couple days. Yesterday
What,
was my
what
wife.
part of the Poconos? I know that area very well.
East Stroudsburg.
Oh, do I know East Stroudsburg, man?
Yeah.
They won't let me back into some of the hotels over there for the damage I used to do back in circa 2013 through 2014.
Talk about that off air, whatever.
Yeah, I got some stories about those games.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nah, amazing. But first of all, man, thank you so much for having me on the platform. Thanks again for having the show today, man. It's so awesome. Shout out to Keith Best, man. You're amazing, man. Just keep it up, keep it strong, man. No days off. Keep working, man. You're a great soul, great inspiration to all of us. Bobby Midnight, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're an incredible person too. Love all the content that you're doing, Bobby. But yeah, Jake, just letting you know, man. I've been in the closet with the Robert Saleh, being a Robert Saleh truther, man. I just wanted to let you guys know that, don't talk bad about my coach, man. If we go 0-17, understood. If we don't make the playoffs, understood. If we do some bad stuff, understood. Just know that with the players that Jody gets us, he's developing them. He might not be the person that's yelling in people's faces, but just listen, man. He's a man amongst men. He's a leader. Just watch him lead us, man. Just with the games that we saw last year, just tell you, man, with the Eagles game, let me tell you something, man, how he just rallied the troops with the 9/11 game, how he rallied the troops, man. He's not jumping up and down. He's not rah-rahing or whatever. He has some flaws, don't get me wrong. We could debate the good, the bad, and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, when we hired him, I don't know anybody that thought about somebody else as a head coach. I thought he was a good option. Definitely had some hurdles, some learning curves to go through. But right now, man, listen, let's judge him after the San Francisco game. Let's judge him after Tennessee with the Monday with the opener that we have against the Patriots. Let's see these 3 games and then we could talk about it. But for right now, guys, let's all be on the same page. Let's be positive. Today, let's enjoy this day. This is important, man. This is America. This is our Independence Day. Please be responsible when you're drinking. Have a good time. Family, friends, be respectful for one another. Shout out to you guys, man. I just want to show you the food that we got going on.
Oh, give us the spread.
Going
Here we
early.
go. Let's go. Look at that.
Sausages, shrimps. We got some skirt steak. Got some hot dogs.
Tremendous. Now, I'll tell you what. If you get bored today, I don't think you will, but if you happen to stop by Mount Airy, tell everyone there I say hello, all right?
Mount Airy's awesome. We have Pocono Mountains.
I love
the
it.
Expedia area. Nah, it's awesome. But thanks again, Jake. Appreciate everything that you do, man. Happy 4th to you, brother.
Chef Kevin, check it in. One of the greats. Love that. A great American, that Chef Kevin. Tremendous. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button for Chef Kevin. What a call. The crazy, amazing J-Man writes in, how am I watching the Jake Asman show on Paul's channel? Well, Paul syndicated this show to his when he was on. So I guess we're still on Paul's channel, even though Paul's not on it. Sup, boy Greener. What does Paul call his fan? Does anyone know? I watch his show, but it's not coming to me. Does he call him BGs? Boy Greeners? I don't know what it is. That was going to be our last call, but then I saw what this guy was wearing on hold right now, so the show must go on for everyone to see what I'm seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, Murph is up next. What's up, Daniel Murphy?
What's going on, guys? Happy Independence Day.
Look, who's got a better attire? I thought I looked good, despite what Carly in the comments wants to say. But you, my God, look at this.
Yeah, I go all out. The 5th is my birthday, so the 4th has always been my holiday, man. I go all out. Shout out to Chef Kevin, man. Like, he's out there grilling out. I'm going to start one up here soon, but I figure I'd call in, wish everybody a happy Independence Day, say thank you to the people that's made it possible, whether it's the first responders, the soldiers, and, policemen, everything, but I just want to come in and say happy Independence Day. I don't really have any Jets takes. And Jake, you got a bottle of Henny or anything near you? You want to take a shot?
Hey, I
celebrate.
This is not just any bottle of Henny. This bottle of Henny actually is a bottle of Henny that a listener gifted me in the parking lot before the Jets home opener last year. And I thought it was going to be a victorious chugging of Henny. Unfortunately, the next day, I was slugging it at 9 o'clock in the morning talking about Aaron Rodgers dying. So I don't want to go down that path. This Henny chug will be towards happy memories in 2024.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Let me get it.
All right.
Here we go. Because I'm doing radio on Sunday. I actually don't have my mic stand here. I have the regular headphones, which came in handy there to move around, moving group. It's never too early. Anything is possible. America.
You're an animal, Jake.
Let's go. Murph, tremendous call.
See you guys. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Daniel Murphy. What an outfit. He won the day. He won the day. No doubt about it. If you want content away from this show, and boy, do you want content, patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Get in the Discord. I'll be posting behind-the-scenes stuff that you won't find anywhere else. I'll leave it at that. Like me walking my dog, Chloe, this morning. You're not going to find that anywhere else. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. You also get the show in audio form on either Apple or Spotify. Your name in the intro that we play before every show with the countdown ticker. You find out about listener events before the general public. You get access to the Fantasy Football League before the general public. All these different things that are for Patreon users, plus bonus shows, and by far the best perk, the Discord. So check that out. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Before we go, I have to bring up something that I didn't want to have to do, but I have no choice. Anyone find it odd that V-Man didn't call in on July 4th? Mr. Puerto Rico didn't call in on America's Independence Day. You best believe if this was Puerto Rican Independence Day, he would have been on hold 4 hours before the show started. I'm just saying. Where is V-Man? Many people are talking. Many people are talking. Just saying. Just saying. Rick Kent says V-Man hates America. I don't know about that. I'm just saying. People are talking. All right? People are talking. That's going to do it for me. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful July 4th. Hit the like button on your way out of here. Shout out to Bobby for blessing us with the anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance. God bless America. He's done it all. We love him for that. Thanks to Boy Green, who joined us for the first hour of the show. Appreciate everyone who called in today. It was absolutely tremendous hearing from so many of you. Enjoy your 4th of July holiday. We might have a show for you tomorrow a.m. If you're an Asmaniac, I highly recommend you check out the Best of the Jake Asman Show, Episode 3, which aired on the channel just a couple of days ago for all Asmaniacs to watch. Once again, enjoy your 4th of July. My name is Jake Asman. This has been the Jake Asman Show, the two greatest chants in the history of chants. USA, USA, and JETS, 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 Jets.
Charles, you watched the debate last night?
Yes, I did.
What were your thoughts?
I'm not a fan of the guy who's in office, and I'm not a fan of RFK.
Sounds like you're a Trump guy, if I'm interpreting that right.
You could pretty much say that.
Please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore.
Some of your calls actually remind me of our president last night. Your mama told me that your last name was Gormani, but it was changed to Gorman at Ellis Island.
You never talked to my mom.
You don't know that.
My last name is Gorman, not Gormani. I'm 7/8 Italian and 1/8 Irish.
Gormani changed to Gorman at Ellis Island.
Didn't know about that.
See?
Right, definitely.
It's good talking with you, Bobby. Are you doing another show today or no?
Yeah, after the 6:30 show, I'm going to do my show. Nice to talk to you, Charles.
Take care, Bobby.
She's from Australia, the golden blonde beauty. Can't live without her, that girl makes me freaky. Sarah the angel is everyone's sweetie. If she dumps her husband, I'll be her next baby. Sarah.
Is Brock Purdy gonna run for his life on the opener? Fuck yeah! He's gonna die. Let's go. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go.
You talk to Alan, but you can't talk to me. Oh, thank you. Stop that freaking noise. Stop. Stop farting. Stop with that farts.
Get in the hole.